So this week has been packed with gaming updates. Xbox finally set the price for the ROG Ally. GTA 6 might be getting full-on mod support. Konami is bringing back Metal Gear back into the spotlight, and both Game Pass and PlayStation Plus dropped their October lineups. There's a lot to look at, and honestly, plenty to be excited about. So Microsoft and Asus confirmed ROG Ally pricing, $600 for the base, $1,000 for Ally X. The price has everyone talking, but what makes it interesting is where it fits in the handheld market. Compared to the Steam Deck, which has already proven itself, and the Legion Go, which offers its own spin, the ROG Ally feels like a big step for Xbox. The idea of having Game Pass and your Xbox library running natively on a handheld is huge. It ties perfectly into Microsoft's Play Anywhere vision. There are definitely challenges like performance and battery life, but if Microsoft and Asus get those right, this could be a serious alternative to Deck or Switch 2 when that drops. And having more handheld competition only helps players. Personally, I think it's cool to see Xbox trying to give more people options instead of sticking just to consoles. It shows they're willing to experiment, and if they pull it off, it could be a new lane for them. Another thing worth mentioning is how this could affect Xbox's long-term strategy. Microsoft's been shifting away from old console war mindset and putting their focus on subscriptions and services. The ROG Ally feels like a move to push Game Pass even harder. If this handheld finds a solid audience, it reinforces the idea that Xbox is less about hardware and more about keeping you in their ecosystem. And even if the Ally doesn't sell like crazy, the fact that it exists gives people another way to stay tied to Game Pass. And I think what makes this most exciting is not another gadget, it's a sign that Microsoft is willing to try things that could expand the way we play. Whether it's huge success or niche options, it's a step in the direction that gives players more freedom, and that's always a good thing. So next up we have GTA 6. So GTA 6 leaks about Project Rome, basically an official modding engine. Might be one of the most exciting parts of the game so far. GTA 6 has thrived on mods always. San Andreas has wild custom content. GTA 5 was kept alive basically for a decade because of roleplay servers, and Rockstar even ended up buying a team behind FiveM. So GTA 6 launching with built-in mod support makes a lot of sense. It means the creativity of the community gets proper tools, servers, and more stability, and people can keep adding content for years to come. That's huge for longevity. There's always going to be questions about how much freedom players will get. Even if it's middle ground, the fact Rockstar is embracing mods instead of fighting against them is a good sign. GTA 6 already looks set to be massive, and this just makes it feel like they're building something that will last beyond the launch window. What really makes this interesting is how it could change GTA's identity. GTA 5 became more than just a game. It was a platform for roleplay and custom content. GTA 6 could take it even further if Project Rome was legit. Instead of waiting on DLC or official updates, players could recreate their own worlds, their own experiences, and keep the game feeling fresh. It's almost like Rockstar is giving the community a second set of keys to the car. And from a long-term view, this could mean GTA 6 lasts even longer than GTA 5 did. 10 years of GTA 5 was impressive, but with the official mod tools, GTA 6 could double that lifespan. It's a win for players, honestly. It's a win for streamers, content creators, and it's a win for Rockstar if they handle it with the right balance. So now we have Konami and Metal Gear. No, Konami doesn't carry the same weight like it used to. They're finally pushing Metal Gear again. Snake Eater Delta is the main project, but they're also dropping more remasters and master collection. They even sent out surveys to fans asking what games they want next, which shows they're at least testing interest. It's good news for players who never touched the series before. Metal Gear is iconic, but most people aren't digging up a PS3 to play Metal Gear Solid 4 or hunting down copies of Peace Walker. Bringing these games to a modern hardware just makes sense, but the worry is obviously obvious. No Kojima. Without him, the fans are skeptical about anything Konami does with the franchise. Metal Gear Survive already showed what happens when they try to push the series without its creator. People didn't want it. The safe move for Konami is to keep things faithful, clean up the classics, modernize controls, maybe improve performance. People will accept that. If they try to reinvent it or cut corners, the backlash will be instant. And personally, I love to see Metal Gear Solid 4 finally escape PS3 and hit modern consoles. So next up, PlayStation Plus. So Sony just revealed the PlayStation Plus lineup for October, and honestly it's a pretty solid month. For Essentials, you're getting Alan Wake 2, Goat Simulator 3, and Cocoon. That's a mix of survivor horror, pure comedy chaos, and any puzzle games that flew under the radar for a lot of people. If you skip Alan Wake 2 when it dropped, this is a huge win. It was one of the best horror releases in the last year, and getting it basically for free is a big W. Goat Simulator 3 is just like dumb fun, type of game you hop into when you don't want to think. And Cocoon is the same devs behind Limbo and Inside, so it's got that unique vibe. For extra subscribers, there's Last of Us 2 Remastered, which is dropping September 26th, which is today, but still counts towards October's editions. That's going to put a lot of people back in, not only because they clean up the visuals, but it comes with a roguelike no return mode, which give you a reason to replay beyond just the story. It's one of those updates that makes sense for a service like PlayStation Plus, because tons of players who didn't want to drop full price on it finally dive in. And then on Premium, Sony's leaning hard into classics. They're bringing Tekken 3, Soul Calibur 3, and Tomb Raider Anniversary to the service before the end of the year. That's 3 heavy hitters right there. Tekken 3 is still considered one of the best fighting games of all time. Soul Calibur 3 has that legendary legendary single player content, and Tomb Raider Anniversary is a solid remake that retells Lara's first adventure in a much cleaner way. Stuff like this is what makes premium actually worth paying for, since these games aren't easy to get your hands on otherwise. For me personally, this feels like one of the stronger months we've had in a while. Alan Wake 2 being on the list is probably going to pull a lot of horror fans who maybe skipped Plus before, and adding Tekken 3 and Soul Calibur 3 shows Sony is finally getting a message that people want to play old fighting games. If they keep this kind of mix going forward, PlayStation Plus might actually start competing with Game Pass in a more serious way, instead of just being a bonus service you forget you're paying for. So Xbox Game Pass lineup is actually set up pretty good. You got Outer Worlds 2 dropping on the 29th, Ninja Gaiden 4 on the 21st, and a handful of other games like Keeper, Bounty Star, Ball X Pit, Moonlighter 2 sprinkled through the month. The spotlight is on Outer Worlds 2. The first game was fun but felt kind of small, almost like it didn't fully explore like its own ideas. The sequel looks way bigger, and with it being on Game Pass, a lot of more people are going to give it a shot right away. If Obsidian nailed the writing and gave players more freedom this time, it's a kind of RPG that could stick around for a couple months. Then you got Ninja Gaiden 4, which is the first mainline game in the series since 2012. The older titles had a reputation for being brutally tough, so it'll be interesting if they keep the same style or try to modernize it. Either way, it's a notable addition to the lineup alongside Outer Worlds, while the rest of the games give some variety for players who want to branch out. So that's everything going on right now. Xbox laying out their Game Pass lineup, PlayStation bringing some heat on PlayStation Plus, Konami digging into Metal Gears again, and even Rockstar looking at mods for GTA 6. It's a lot of moving pieces, and honestly, it's shaping up to be a pretty busy stretch for gaming. But I want to know what caught your attention the most. Are you diving into Outer Worlds 2? Are you checking out Remnant on Plus? Or maybe you're excited for more classic stuff like Tekken or Soul Calibur? Drop in the comments and I'll be reading them. But if you like this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next roundup. There's always more news dropping and I'll be here to cover it for you guys. Appreciate you hanging out. This is your boy Your Memories, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.